Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad Asnan Aslam and today my topic of presentation is data encryption techniques. As you know, we are living in the digital age. In this presentation, we will discuss about the encryptions and its types like symmetrics and asymmetrics and its technique like hashings, and we will also discuss its methods and challenging we are facing and what is the future techniques we are using for encryption. Now we go to the our next slide. In this slide, we will discuss about encryption, like what is encryption and what is the purpose of encryption. Well, I said before, what is encryption? Encryption transforms the readable data into a unreadable data that is called ciphertext using algorithm keys and the most important part, the only authorized person can use the correct key to decrypt the data to access its original form of the data. Like I said you before, it convert the plain data to unreadable, so the user use the key to convert the unreadable data into a readable data. Now we go to the next point, purpose. The main purpose of the encryption is secure our data from unauthorized access and unauthorized persons and make sure our confidentiality, integrity and authenticity. It is essential for protecting sensitive information like our financial transaction, personal data, and confidential communication. Now we go to the our next slide. In this slide, we discuss about the types of the encryption. Like I said you before, they have two types: symmetrics and asymmetrics encryption. In symmetric encryption, we have only one key, that is a public key. We use this key to encrypt the data and decrypt the data. And its example is advanced encryption standards. On the other side, asymmetric encryption use two separate keys. One key is public key and second key is private key. Public key is used for the encryption that is used by sender, and the second key is a private key that is used by the receiver to decrypt the encrypted data. And its example is RSA reversed Shamir Aldeman. Now we go to the our next slide, in which slide we have discussed about hashing techniques ensuring data integrity. Hashing, now I tell you what is hashing function. Hashing function is a one-way mathematical function that converts data into a fixed length hash value that is vertically impossible to reverse the process and retrieve the original data. Now I give you example, like if we have a world like ensure, the hash function convert this ensure world into 1ab 1 2 1ab like this, that is completely unreadable, that is used for ensuring data safety. Now we go to the its next point, data integrity. Hashing function is ensure that the data does not have tampered with any alterations and any difficult uh, hacking types, and it's have very different hash values that is commonly used in digital signatures and password verification. In hash function, like if we store the password in our website, the website store the password not in exact word, that convert the password into the hash function. Like if someone attack this website, the hacker cannot access our passwords. Now we go to the third point, authentication. Hashing is in use for authenticating user and device. It allows system to verify user identities and confirm the authenticity of digital certificates. Like I tell you before, we have fingerprints in our mobile device and passwords in our mobile device, that is also used by hashing techniques that ensure that the we have used our fingerprint is original or not, or if we give the password that is correct or not. Now we go to the our next slide. In this slide, we discuss modern encryption application from website to blockchains, SSL and TLS. That is our first point. Ensures secure communication between web browser and service. It encrypts data transmitted over the internet, protecting sensitive information like our credit cards and like our ID cards and like that is your important information. On the other hand, we have the point of blockchain. In blockchain, a decentralized ledger that records transactions securely using cryptography techniques. It ensures data integrity and transparency, make it ideal for applications like cryptocurrency and supply chain management. Like you all know about blockchain in our digital age. Like we have a coin like bitcoins, ethereums we store in other wallets. If you use the Binance, you know that the address of the your wallet is not readable. It is very difficult to readable and read and remember that. So that is ensure that your password, your address do not copy by someone. Now we go to the our next slide. In this slide, we discuss about the challenges we are facing in encryption. Firstly, we discuss our point key management. Securely storing, distributing, and managing cryptography key is very crucial. Mishandling key can lead to data breach and compromise security. Key is very important in encryption. If the your key is breached and someone knows your key, your data is completely breached and someone is seeing your data, someone listening your communications. On the other hand, we have a quantum threats. That is very advanced thread in our age. As you know, quantum computer is very strong and that is very fast to break anything. And as you know, the quantum is very fast and very dangerous if you go through the dangerous hands. Advanced in quantum computing pose a potential threat to current encryption method. Quantum computer cloud potentially break existing encryption algorithms requiring new solution. We have in this age we have not any encryption that protect from quantum threats. Now we have to make encryption effectively that quantum threats can be avoided. Now we go to the our next slide. In this slide we compare encryption method balancing security and performance. First is symmetric encryption that is fast and effective but requires secure key distribution and management. As you know, we have only one key. We have to secure and that key. If that key gives someone and someone that is not have to use, your data is completely breached. On the other hand, symmetric function slower than asymmetric function, that is slower than symmetric function but offer key flexibility and digital secure capabilities. As you know, we have a two key like private key and public key, in that the receiver have a private key and the sender have a public key that is more secure than the symmetric encryption. On the other hand, hashing techniques provide data integrity but does not offer confidentiality. It used in conjunction with other encryption methods. In hashing techniques that provide you completely integrity security of your data, but your does not provide you confidentiality. Like if your value is converted into unreadable form but anyone can read your unreadable form of data, that is not a readable. But in like I said you before, 1 AB 2B, in this type of data, that type of data can anyone can read. Now we go to the our next slide. In this slide, we discuss about emerging techniques, best practice, securing our future. Quantum encryption. The first point is, uh, and now we discuss harassing quantum computer mechanism to create unbreakable encryption algorithms, offering enhanced security against future threats. Like I said you before, the quantum thread is very dangerous in this time, because the quantum computer is very fast like our other computers. Now we have to use the quantum encryption to insecure the data from quantum threads. The second point is strong key. In this point, utilize long key and complex key to make brutal force attack in feasible. Long key increase security but impact performance. The long key, like your address of the wallet, is very long but it is secure, but its performance, in fact, if you mistakenly put some digit wrong, your wallet address can be changed and your money go to the other wallet. That is secure, but it is very complex to use. On the other hand, we have end-to-end encryption. In this point, we will discuss data is encrypted throughout its entire journey from sender to receiver. The ensure data privacy even if intermediates and compromise. The end-to-end encryption is very good encryption. Like in WhatsApp, we send message to someone and someone message sent to you. The company of WhatsApps cannot read your data because it's end-to-end encrypted. That is very useful in our modern age. Now we go to the our next slide. Now we have completed our all of this slide. If you have any question, you will ask me through my comments. And thank you for listening my presentation.